I often flip through my photo albums. They tell me so much about the past events of my family. I'm sure you too must be doing it often. Well, when the past events are studied carefully and systematically on the basis of available material, remains and records, it's called history. And the person who carries out such studies and records the findings is called a historian. Do you know how a historian arranges the events? They do it in the chronological order, that is, events that happened first, followed by events that happened later. In history, we find dates with BC or AD. BC is a short form of before Christ, and AD means Anno Domini, that is, in the year of the Lord. AD is usually written before the number. Example, AD 150, which means 150 years after the birth of the Christ. And in the recent times, we usually do not put AD before the year. The dates for BC go backwards. Thus, 232 BC will come before 185 BC. To calculate the number of years between a date in BC and one in AD, the two should be added together. Example, 250 BC and AD 150 means 400 years. The history of man has been divided into three periods: ancient, medieval, and modern. The ancient period in India extends from the time of man's emergence to about AD 712. At the beginning, man did not lead a settled life but wandered from place to place. He did not know how to read and write. The period of man's existence for which we have no written records is called prehistory. And that period of time for which we have written records is known as history. Have you ever wondered as to how the historians are able to tell us about events which happened long time back? Historians are more like detectives. They draw conclusions from clues and evidences, which are also called source materials. They are of two types: archaeological and literary. Archaeological source materials: artifacts, toys, weapons, jewelry, coins, tools, pottery, and small sculptures made and used by man are called artifacts. And by studying them, the historians tell us about the skills man had mastered and about man's lifestyle, about some social and economic conditions, about trades between India and other countries. Inscription: writings engraved on rocks, pillars, metal plates, clay tablets, walls of temples, houses, tombs, and so on are called inscriptions. They provide a lot of information about rulers, their reign, their governance, language in use, and the literary skills of those times. Monuments: temples, palaces, forts, and other structures built for some special purpose are called monuments. They too give information about the occasions on which they were built and the artistic skills of that time. Literary source refer to all written records of the past. Most of the available literary source are handwritten documents, that is manuscripts written on bhojpatra and palm leaves. Inscriptions too are literary sources. Literary sources are also of two types: religious literature, secular literature. Literature not connected with religion is called secular literature. Example, Kautilya's Arthashastra and Kalidasa's Abhyanana Shakuntala. The history that we read is the result of lifelong research by many scholars. Children, love your history. It helps us to understand our cultural roots and to become good citizens. Thank you.